Welcome back to another episode of Your Daily Real Estate. Let's talk about social media, specifically Instagram. I just finished coaching with a great real estate agent. She got her Instagram hacked and she's looking to rebuild her new Instagram. It's brand new. I think she's only got like 80 followers, something around that. And I thought, well, I think we can apply the same idea to anyone trying to build out their Instagram, right? And that's really identifying your niche. And the only way you're going to identify your niche is deciding how you're going to show up. And I thought for her, let's simplify it. So let's simplify it for you. We're going to pick four, I would say, themes. 4 themes of how you're going to show up. And you could you could do the STAY method, right? Which is what we've taught for a long time. And I said, instead, let's go for pillars of things that you absolutely love. Throw everything out the window. And we're going to go with 4 things. Number 1, let's go. And all 4 things are going to be things you love doing, so you show up much easier. And so for me, I asked myself, I'm like, well, Tristan, what is it that you do on a daily basis? That's where I start. So what is it that you do on a daily basis that you could showcase to an audience? And this is specifically for Instagram, right? So maybe it's going to be on stories. Maybe it's going to be a post that's graphic, it's a picture, or maybe it's going to be a reel, however you're going to show up. So for me, I'm thinking, well, what is it that I do every single day? I read the news every single day, and I have an opinion about the news every single day. So for me, it's going to be about real estate news, and you see that every once in a while. The other one that I thought, well, Tristan, what else do you do every day? And I love reading, and guess what shows up? Books, right? I talk a lot about books. I either use their quotes or I talk about the books I'm reading. That was number 2. Tristan, what else do you love doing daily? And I thought, well, for me, I love writing. So what do I talk a lot about? Journals. I mean, I just posted on Instagram 4 days ago, the 2 planners that I love, right? So again, daily. And now you're thinking, well, I don't know that I do enough daily that I could probably maybe add 1 more or even 2 more for you. And so I have to go maybe a week out. Well, what do I do weekly? Well, weekly, man, I spend a lot of time with my family. I definitely work in real estate. I work in coaching. I consult. I build communities, right? I know, I could do a lot there. So which way do I want to go with that? For me, it'd probably be more on social or community building. So I'd say, hey, I'll probably show exactly what I'm doing with AI on social, or maybe some real estate tips that I do for real estate agents, or community building. And then now I have my 4 that I'm going to test out. The next step is now what I told her. I said, now that you've chosen the 4 things you absolutely love for now, is you're going to alternate between those 4. You're going to make one, next, make one, make another one, and make another one. So you got 4, and you're going to start alternating through that for the month, and then what you'll see at the end of the month. So what are we in today? End of December, we're going to go to end of January. By the end of January, she can now go back and take a look at which one of these performed the best, or which few of these performed the best. And you can start with which ones performed the worst, right? I would say pick the one that performed the worst, maybe your top 5 that performed the worst, grab them, re-upload them straight into the next 5 days, because sometimes it's just the timing, right? Believe it or not, it sometimes is. And see how they perform. And if all of them perform like crap again, guess what? You're not going to use that style. It may be you, like going back to me, it may be you talking about journals that just did not click with people. Now you're going to go the reverse. And you're going to say, well, which are my top 5? What are my top 5 that performed really well? You're going to go in, you're going to download them, and you're going to repost them. And then you're going to see which one of those 5 performed extremely well, even again. And now you're like, got it. Now I'm niching down. See, every month we should be doing that and going back and saying, what performed well? I'm going to dig into that. What didn't perform well? I'm going to get rid of that. but you've got to keep testing. And that's exactly what I do. And that would be the method that I would want you to use to grow your Instagram. That's not including LCM, right? Like, comment, message. It's not including any other tactics. I just kept it super simple just so that you and her can make sure that you apply this for the month. Do this and then let me know how it goes. We'll talk again.